I'm hoping I fixed the issue. I have no idea if I fixed any issues before at all, to be honest. This is it's alarming how bad Crunchyroll actually is recently. Like, they just sort of lost their fucking minds. I don't know what's going on here, but anyway, today we are trying to cover episode 1 of season 4 of Golden Kamuy. Yes, that's correct. My brain just stopped for a second. I was like, wait a minute, did I say that correctly? Yes, so anyway, yes, it's been quite a while since season 3 aired. I think it aired in 2020, maybe end of, I think. And yeah, I mean, a lot's happened. The manga actually has ended. So we, I think, have, if I'm not mistaken, about 100 chapters to go until the end. So maybe we have about 2 more seasons in this show before we actually see a conclusion. So possibly, I imagine episode. Season 5 will be the last one, I imagine. Also, in that time, we actually seen the studio change as well. It's gone from Gino to Brainspace, which was quite interesting because I wasn't expecting a studio change because there wasn't really anything in there that told me the studio was in trouble. I mean, they actually just aired a show just now. I think they had one last season, so it was odd that they gave it up because Golden Kamuy would have been technically their bread and butter, really, because it's still a really popular show. And yeah, I mean, also in that time, Ogata became Russian and kind of lost his mind for a bit. We saw his dick for a second. What else happened? Kid died. That was the only thing that happened. Silly got shot in the face. Hello. Thank you for actually coming back as well. Thank you so much. It's really appreciated. Hopefully we actually can, in theory, watch it this time round. And I think that pretty much does it for the actual recap of season 3. A lot did actually happen, to be honest. There was the whole thing with Koito's backstory kind of sort of slowly pushing his way through, which is actually my favorite parts of the whole entire manga, so I believe we will see this part in this season. We'll see some characters as well. Also, we'll see, hopefully, if they adapt it, the Seaman Detective arc as well, which is probably one of the best ones as well. I don't know if they could adapt that, to be honest, because that literally is a whole entire arc of just demon. That's how to describe it. So, watching Golden Kamuy again. I swear to God, they die again. I'm gonna lose my mind. I didn't send that tweet. All right. It's even Twitter's like, you sent that tweet already. I was like, I haven't sent shit. All right. I will rain wrath upon thee if you do not allow me to watch this fucking series. Swear to God. Anyway, start this thing in 3, 2, 1. Start this thing absolutely now. We start on him. I love how they're like, you're not going to see Ogata for quite a while in this whole entire season, so you know what? Let's give him getting shot in the eye again. I appreciate that. I don't think he actually appears that much in this season, if I'm not mistaken. He does, but it's towards the end, if I remember the manga correctly, which is literally only last year, if I remember correctly. They're so in love. You can't tell me Ogata and Sugimoto aren't in love. You just told him come back nice and healthy so I can kill you. It's like the kind of BL I want in life. Honestly, if your BL don't contain the high chance of murder, I don't want to hear about it. He's just waiting for him. He's waiting for him to come back. He's like, come back, bro. Possibly come back like with your brain in check as well, because he kind of got hit on the head really hard and actually turned Russian for some reason. We'll see that reason later on, but I believe. Because I'm trying to remember actually whether or not we do like get the entire reason, but there is a massive reason to it. I just kind of like how he just went off the deep end completely after a while as well. He just went, you know what, fuck it. I'm trying to lose my fucking mind for a bit. I respect that. Also like how Ollie's on the opening as well. I like how the openings have progressed since season 1, if you count season 1, core 1 and core 2 together. Because both, even though I think season 1's opening was good, I think Raimi was probably like the only one I would say it wasn't very good because the visuals are terrible. But they've actually improved since that, I think. I'm telling you, you can't not ship them. They're literally... Sugimoto appears, boom, Ogata's there. You can't tell me. I would not hear it. Yeah, real question is how to get past this 1 second. Woo! I think I've gotten past it. I don't know what I did to fix it, but I think it's fixed. It's refreshed about 17 times. Yeah, I've overcome it now, to be honest. Oh man. Got a salute as well because it's ended now. I'm just depressed. I'm saluting because I'm depressed. I have nothing to read. Oh my god! They've gone and done Ariko and Kikuta and Botaro's fucking half naked and naked as well as their introductions. You'll know who those characters are later on, but I love how literally their introduction is, boom, we're fucking naked. I think every single major bloke in this show has been introduced naked, if I'm not mistaken at this point. Basili, I believe, yes. You know something? It hasn't really changed that much, to be honest. I've missed these two so much. I also appreciate how, like, this week we actually had, like, the official penis size scaling as well for every single character in the show. Like, every single, most shonen animes, like, have to scale their characters by power. In Golden Kamuy, you do it by penis size. It's like, sniper, I know a person does that. Look at me, it's like, oh god, where is he? Tanagaki can't get his ass out at this point. That's the only defense he has. Everyone knows. The ass is like iron. The mirror is actually like the age-old trick of actually figuring out where the person is. Like, well, he's definitely there. I also got to watch JoJo. Speaking of iron asses. Everyone knows Ogata's not that fast. I bet Sugimoto will go in there thinking Ogata's actually back and be like, my boy's back. Finally. And then he's like, wait a minute. You're not Ogata, you're not a fucking cat. He could admit he's in love with him. I can't remember. Does Vasily have a bigger dick than Sugimoto does? I can't remember by the official power scaling. Trashy tried. His voice is so nice. Everyone knows the sniper's biggest disadvantage is being in love with someone else. Or that other person trying to get their love back as well. I love how Sugimoto literally just ran in and like, fuck it, I'm going in. Can't tell that's not true love. You'll jump him, eh? You'll jump him, eh? Oh, couldn't jump him, eh? So wait a minute, that's not Ogata. I love how he actually does in theory sound disappointed. Yeah, he does in theory sound really disappointed that it's not actually Ogata. I love Triangle, eh? How nonchalant they were, just like, you know what? The sniper's out there, gonna fucking die if he actually kind of, you know, walk across this. Pfft, don't fucking care, bro. This thing's so adorable. I'm disappointed in Drum's a cat. Everyone knows you just. Everyone knows everyone in the show shoot first, ask questions later. Everyone works. Speaking of, I don't ever actually think we ever see his injuries in the entire series. Actually, can't believe they actually made the sleeve and cuter in the show, to be honest. I love how they were like, yeah, he's probably going to come back because he wants to solve the code of the gold. It's like, didn't know about that one. A bit more to it. Ah. Ah. Do I see a bit of foreshadowing there? Largely the series actually remained the same. Changing studios actually is kind of weird because out of 10 times when the studio changes, it does in theory notice. I mean, have you ever seen like any series been taken over by Studio Dini? You notice immediately that it's changes completely. But for the most part, it's actually completely the same. Yeah, think about it. Kadokura is actually one of the MVPs in the entire series as well. Did they ever adapt the arc with him and Hichikata? I can't remember if they did. The one that Hichikata's like trapped underneath ice, if I remember correctly, or in a coffin. It actually was one of the best arcs as well, to be honest. I was thinking, I was like, does he come back in this arc? And I realized he actually was probably in this one scene. Oh, I swear to God. Just trying to watch this episode. Okay, I think I've found a common ground with this now. I think I might have like kind of got a middle ground with this. I hope. I remember this. I'm actually mistaken the Kadokura arcs now. I was mistaken. I thought the actual arc takes place before season 4. Actually, it's after. Wouldn't you know? Or during. Oh, my favorite character's back. Well, one of my favorite characters, at least. Actually impressed you managed to actually kind of paralyze Ishiyama, to be honest. I'm still kind of sad that he didn't voice our boy in part 6. We have like what? 4 minutes, I think, left. Only impressive you actually managed to actually take down 2 of the most powerful characters in the whole entire anime. To be honest. Well, not taken down, but, you know, incapacitated, I guess. I love how all the characters have a habit of just have randomly appearing next to each other as well. Like all the bad guys just like, whoa, I'm actually here now. I was like, shit. Those 3 holes were conveniently there for that one reason. I thought Kadokura actually inadvertently saved their lives. Oh my god, guess what? I fucking watched the episode. It took what? I think 6 goes to get it, but we got there in the end. I watched it in the most scuffed way possible. Oh, I realized I actually have to re-edit this whole entire thing down because it's such a mess. Oh shit, you seen that, boys? So I actually thought this was actually going to take place after. No, before, I mean. I thought this was actually a part of an OVA or something, but no, they actually made it into... they actually made it into, like, the one to start off with. Because I always thought this already took place. And we just missed it for some reason. But no, I was wrong. I like this arc a lot, that's why he did the hair thingy. That's why I was a bit sad we didn't see it, because I actually really like this arc. So I'm guessing we're going towards the massive one as well by the looks of things, with the AEDs anything to go by. That's a thing as well to deal with. So again, Steam Detective arc, I guess. I imagine we might see our 2 new characters introduced next. Not tomorrow's episode, but I think the episode afterwards, maybe. You would know there's like something he's probably done. You know there's something he's probably done, to be honest. God, that took way too long to actually be able to watch. So it took 2 browsers and all subsequently a well, how about a window where I can see like half the subtitles. Thank God my Japanese is slightly okay, so I actually be able to understand some things. So it's not a problem. Also, I've read the manga already, so it's not a problem. But my God, that was so scuffed. I hate Crunchyroll so much with an undying passion. Oh man. Anyway, so my thoughts, because I'm slightly angry I had to actually kind of like scuff that stream completely. So anyway, yeah, basically I like how this season opens up as if it hasn't ended, as season 3 opened up, to be honest. Season 3 opened up the same way. Like it never really feels like there's a gap between any of the seasons, and the way it reintroduces everything that's going on is actually kind of amazing, because it does in theory do it in such a way that it doesn't feel overwhelming. It feels very kind of like a ease into the whole entire event. I like how he's sort of Vasily after what happened in season 3. That's also kind of cool, because again, Vasily is a massive part of the whole entire plot, so I'm glad they didn't actually disregard him, because again, he's important and integral to the whole entire thing with Ogata's character as well. Definitely not a love triangle that I keep on going on about. But yeah, I also do like how as well there is, even though the characters are strong, like Ushiyama and also Hichikata are probably one of the strongest characters in this whole entire show. Probably, I mean, Ushiyama is probably the strongest. They still are able to be incapacitated. They still are able to be taken out, and that in of itself kind of creates a sense of dread every single arc, because you don't know whether or not any characters will survive. A lot of the shows do suffer from the idea that the characters kind of feel a bit too powerful, and that can in theory kind of weaken the plot overall, because you never really feel any sense of danger. But at least with this whole entire episode, it kind of reintroduces the idea that no one is safe. Anyone can in theory be incapacitated or die. And that is kind of great, because it's one of those things that adds more danger to the whole entire plot. The whole entire opening with Shirashi proved it there and then as well. I like how the show does that. It's one of those things that is quite needed in a plot like this, because otherwise, again, you suffer from the shonen protagonist syndrome that kind of says that you don't feel any sense of dread, because there's always the good guys will win. And that in of itself is just kind of boring. So I like how there's always a sense of like there's something new over the horizon in every single arc of Golden Kamuy. There's not one single arc that you can say to yourself, well, actually, that's kind of nothing really happened. No, someone gets introduced that's actually really integral, and in their introduction, you actually kind of see how powerful they are in a very unique way. It's not in a way that just kind of goes, well, you've been shot, basically. No, this one is a very interesting way of actually being able to incapacitate characters. And that is kind of cool. I like that about this show. So yeah, I mean, I believe we have 13 episodes of this show, so it'd be interesting to see where the show goes towards. I want to end on 270, because 270 is a very, like, holy shit end of an entire series, to be honest. Like, if that ends there, it'd be kind of great. Because it's just, the whole entire event is like, whoa. So it'd be interesting to see what this show does do. But yes, hopefully tomorrow I'll be able to watch the show without any hitches. I'm not certain. I'm not in very high esteem with Crunchyroll at this point because again they fucked me over 4 times already. So that's kind of not great. I guess we'll see tomorrow how it all goes, and also tomorrow we have Bleach as well. Hopefully, if Disney Plus releases episode as well, that's on the pretense of Disney Plus releases Bleach as well. So until then, sorry this stream is so scuffed. I will try to edit it down and actually hopefully get it so it's actually like, you know, perfect. I'm hoping. So until then, as I always do say, actually, if you actually have enjoyed the stream, if you actually have, then as always do leave a like on YouTube. It does help quite a bit. Thank you so much. Arigato gozaimasu. Arigato. It's been a stressful stream, but we got there in the end. So you actually have enjoyed the stream, and as always, do leave a sub. It does help quite a bit. Also, subsequently after that whole entire point, leave a follow on Twitter. Also, then leave a thank you so much once again. Thank you. You're too kind. Thank you so much. You actually have enjoyed the stream, and as always, do leave a follow on Twitter to help those tell you when these streams are live, and if there's any hitches when I actually will come back. And then thank you so much as well. Thank you so much. It's my pleasure. And also subsequently then as well, follow me on Twitter. Well, Twitter and Twitch, where you see the streams live as well. Until next episode 38, I believe, of Golden Kamuy overall, season 4, episode 2. I will see you guys then. Bye for now.